Someone is directing a film of cats?
Surely they can't make the movie of Cats.
No, of course they can.
Well, they're going to try.
When the first trailer for Cats was released, it piqued the world's curiosity and raised several questions, including, why are some cats clothed and some naked? The cats have fur, so why are they wearing fur? Follow-up question, whose fur are they wearing? In the Broadway play, the cats have cat-like noses, but in the movie, the cats have human noses. Why? Are there humans in this world, or is this a world controlled by cats, like Planet of the Apes except with cats? In which case, is this a statue of the lawgiver? John Erler here from Master Pancake Theater, the movie riffing troupe at Alamo Drafthouse, Austin. I'm here to talk with you today about cats. Where did cats come from? Well, when a mommy and a daddy cat love each other very much. JK, for real though. Cats the movie is an adaptation of Cats the stage play, which premiered in 1981 in London's West End, then came to Broadway in 1982, where it became one of the most successful musicals of all time. Cats was a phenomenon.
It's very emotional, you know.
And very profitable. Ticket and merchandise sales in New York alone brought in hundreds of millions of dollars.
It was the toast of Broadway. It was like the Hamilton of its day. It ushered in the era of the so-called mega musical, in which plays became worldwide blockbusters that rely less on critical praise and more on families, tourists, and merchandising. The official Cats t-shirt became the #2 best-selling shirt in the world in the 1980s, second only to the ubiquitous Hard Rock Cafe shirt. Naturally, since Cats was so big and so commercial and so unusual, it also lent itself to satire. David Letterman began poking fun at cats in the early 80s.
Midnight and the kitties are sleeping.
The memory of cats will live forever. Now starring former Teen Beat Hunk of the Month, Chris Elliott.
Come on down to see us. We're hot.
All right, stay right there. I'm told that Bill Murray is visiting now the cast of, well, turn it on, Hal, and let's see where our friend... Oh, there he is.
Still about Be Free. Mr. Mephistopheles, please. All right, here you are.
Who created Cats? Cats the Musical was the brainchild of billionaire EGOT Andrew Lloyd Webber, one of the most successful composer-producers that Broadway and London's West End has ever seen. He composed Jesus Christ Superstar, Evita, Starlight Express, and Phantom of the Opera. In the late 70s, after the success of Evita, Lloyd Webber began working on his next big production, a musical based on the words of dead poet T.S. Eliot. T.S. Eliot is best known for such uplifting poems as The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock and The Wasteland, a meditation on the despair of the post-World War I landscape.
I should have been a pair of ragged claws scuttling across floors of silent seas.
A commercially successful hitmaker like Andrew Lloyd Webber wanting to set T.S. Eliot's poetry to music is a little like Billy Joel wanting to do a musical based on the poetry of Robert Frost. But, I mean, come to think of it, who wouldn't want to see a production of Robert Frost's The Joel Less Billied? T.S. Eliot, in addition to the heavy existential stuff, also wrote a series of lighthearted poems about cats, which were originally included in letters to his godchildren. In 1939, they were collected into a book called Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats, or OPB-OPC for short. Old Possum being Ezra Pound's nickname for T.S. Eliot. Oh man, those poets! Lloyd Webber took the cat poems, plus a few assorted others by Eliot, and used them as the basis for his musical Cats. Fun fact, around the same time he was writing cat poems, T.S. Eliot was also writing poetry about cows.
Of all the beasts that God allows in England's green and pleasant land, I most of all dislike the cows.
Somewhere in a darker timeline, the stage play Cows is about to be turned into a movie.
I gotta go, Julia. We got cows.
What is Cats about? The plot of Cats is fairly thin. It's a series of character sketches and showpieces more than a full story. However, there is a through line, which is this.
Tonight is a magical night.
Every year when the moon is full, the Jellicle Cats throw an event called the Jellicle Ball, during which one cat is chosen to ascend to some sort of vaguely defined new life, to renew, if you will.
going to the ball.
It's basically Logan's Run, but for cats. Now here's where it gets even weirder. In the 1976 movie Logan's Run, our two heroes escape to outside the dome of civilization to find an old man who lives by himself with a ton of cats.
Cats?
Yeah, and they've each got their own name. Cats, of course. What else would they be called?
The old man, played by Peter Ustinov, recites The Naming of Cats by T.S. Eliot.
Above and beyond, there's one name that's left over, and this is the name you never will guess. It's a name no human research can discover, but the cat itself knows, and never will confess. Will you, Henry?
Which begs the question, are all these hundreds of cats surrounding Peter Ustinov in fact the reincarnated souls of the people who renewed on Carousel? Answer, yes. This is now canon. Cat canon. Okay, but what is a Jellicle cat?
Do I actually see with my own very eyes a man who's not heard of a Jellicle cat?
Jellicle was T.S. Eliot's cute way of abbreviating the words dear little in his unpublished poem Jellicle Cats and Pollicle Dogs. So Jellicle cats are dear little cats. Pollicle dogs are poor little dogs. And by that logic, I guess umbilical cords are humble little cords. You know what? Never mind. According to T.S. Eliot, Jellicle cats are mostly scruffy, nocturnal, black and white cats. But in Andrew Lloyd Webber's stage version, Jellicles make up a much broader spectrum of colors, breeds, and personalities. Jellicles are...
Are you mean like a minx?
Are you lean like a lynx? Are you keen to be seen when you're smelling a rat?
Were you there when the pharaohs commissioned the Sphinx?
If you were and you are, you're a Jellicle cat.
Andrew Lloyd Webber's definition of a Jellicle is so broad, in fact, that he considers all cats to be Jellicles.
All cats are Jellicles, you see. This is made clear in one of the unpublished poems.
Yes. But all the other cats are Jellicle as well.
Well, all cats are Jellicle cats, fundamentally. You see, dogs are pollicle dogs, and cats are Jellicle cats.
Well, thanks for listening, all you Jellicle cats. I hope you learned something today. The movie's about to start, and you will soon discover whether it is, in fact, possible to make a movie of cats.
And in going through all the reasons why you couldn't make a movie of cats, he suddenly saw how you could make a movie of cats.
Have a Jellicle time, and don't forget to tip your Jellicle server before you go.
What are you doing? I'm getting ready to go on stage.